Hello, my friend. Okay, I am going to go over a few different ways to play the ukulele so that you never feel like you get stuck in the same old pattern. Feel free to take these and experiment with them. They're by no means all of the different ways that you can play the ukulele, just know that. But these are 9 different ways that every single one of you, no matter what your level, you can start with and incorporate into your playing and your songwriting. Number 1 is the down-up stroke. It's kind of the classic. It's also going to serve as the foundation of most of the other strokes that we can play on the ukulele. So the way that we hold the ukulele is, for a right-handed ukulele, you're going to hold the neck in your left hand and play strumming or picking with your right hand, having your fingers free, right? So the down-up movement is very simple. I want you to put your hand like so, like you're about to eat the teeniest, tiniest sandwich in the entire world. Then that's kind of our starting point. So then we're just going to take our fingers and stroke down. Whoops. So we start at the top and go down. And while we're down here, we take our thumb and stroke it up, down, up, down, up. And you see that my hand stays in that sandwich motion. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Number 2, we'll do a down, down strumming motion. So that is just you minus the thumb from the equation. So we're just going to use our 4 fingers, keeping that same kind of sandwich move, and just go down. So it'll sound like this. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Number 3. Now this one's a little bit more complex. I like to call it the OG strum, the original strum, because it's the one that you hear most when you have a ukulele singer-songwriter. This one is down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down. So it's the exact same movement of your hand as the down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But you're only making contact when I'm saying the words that I'm saying with the strings. Does that make sense? So if you watch my fingers, watch where they're touching. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So slow that down and try it out. Number 4, we have picking patterns. The one that I mostly use is super simple. So I'm going to rest my pinky on the bottom below the hole so that I kind of have a hold on the uke, so that I have freedom with my fingers, right? And so I'm starting with the bottom string and just going up. So it goes da 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 da. Make sense? Once you get that down pat, you can add your thumb if you would like to, and your thumb is just resting up here on the top string. So if you want to pluck both the bottom string and the top string at the same time, it sounds like this. The place where your right hand is living usually is right over the hole, because that's where we get the best acoustics for the instrument, right? Which that's not always the case. Sometimes we can play up here. We can really do whatever we want with this instrument. Number 5, picking random strings. So I wrote a song one time in French that's actually, the lyrics are the instructions on a shampoo bottle. And I wanted to do a song where I was just picking one note at a time. And so it came out something like this. Right? So you can use separate notes to do a song like that as well. You don't have to always have multiple notes happening at the same time. So keep that in mind. Number 6, we have the strum thumb. So we've really been using the backs of our nails to make the sound a little bit louder, a little bit more percussive. And with this strum, we're just going to use the fleshy part of our thumb. So it's going to be a little bit more softer, sweeter of a sound, which lends itself to a lot of music. So it'll sound like this. Right? Instead of. Number 7, percussion. Using your instrument as percussion is super duper fun, and there's all kinds of ways to do it. So you could just turn it over, right? You can smack the sides. You can use it to tap on it. Hello, hello, hello. Feel free to get creative and weird and really see all of the ways that you can make sound come out of this thing. Number 8 is a waltz. So a waltz, if for my people who do know a little bit about music, it's in 3 instead of 4. So it goes da, 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 da. Take me out to the ball game. I'm going to teach you a quick strumming pattern, and it has to do with our thumb again. We're just going to pick the top note. Number 9 is the last one we're going to talk about, and it's really more of a stylistic choice, and it's how you make your notes a little bit more staccato, give them a little edge, a little hardness. And what we're going to do is, when we play a chord, right, that's when we're ringing it out, right, is when we just let it ring. If we want it to be a little bit more staccato, what we're going to do is, we're pressing down with our fingers on the fret, right? And after we strum, we're going to lift our fingers up a little bit so that they're still on the strings. They're just not pressed down so hard. And that sounds like this. Do you hear the difference? It's stopping a little bit. So with that, you have 9 ways to play this crazy cool little instrument, and I hope that you will go and practice them a little bit before camp starts so that you are already ahead of the game. Again, there are different strokes for different folks, and so choose ones that really resonate with you. Let me know if you have any other questions. I know that there are all different kinds of levels of players and musicians on here, so if I forgot to cover something, please let me know in the comments. All right, cheers.